So you're not lacking out on any late game damage and gonna be able to look for these skirmishes.
As we're getting top lane Kale set up here from top Esports, as Zoom's going to be engaged on. Pillar placement is nice, but Zoom waits here. Don't believe he has Searing Charge, and he's going to get slowed on down. Bit of damage to come across, and Caster commits and just chomps him down. Zoom didn't flat. As Kanavi still there poking down Caster. What's those orbs? This teleport's being used. Zoom has cornered him out, but I think this could be good for top Esports as Zoom. Is he doing enough damage? Of course, he's an Ornn, but Smite helps Caster. He picks up another kill. Kanavi gets the help of his support in Yagao, but Caster's flashed away. He's walking away. Kanavi just needs to hit him one more time, but 369 flashes on top, away with the Glacial Path and the help. Kanavi can't get him, and 369 picks up a kill.
So what JDG want to do?
And you're in a position right now where, as for Caster, who has 2 kills and has picked up the skirmishing smite early, and it fed Kale early game in this first game. And Knight coming up to the top side. Top Esports have control.
I want to slow down with saying a fed Kale. Look at his items. It's
One
not really
kill.
turning into anything
All
yet.
right, well, it might turn 2 because Zoom's now locked against the wall without his ultimate, and he doesn't have Bellows Breath. Caster has 3 kills, and I will say, Caster is fed.
Give up 1 or 2 waves in the mid lane, say, hey, it doesn't matter. I'm going to move up, find this kill. Does look like that earlier skirmish did end up with Yagao losing some CS as well. Side lanes, Kaisa Nautilus very safe. So your only real option is looking up towards that top side. And that's the side that's fallen far behind.
The side that Caster's been prioritizing is Yuyan Jia going to get hooked in here. This is an advantage for JDG. They burst down the Nautilus. And Loken picks up his first kill of the game. Now this is a window. Dragon. And here we go.
I mean, they're the ones that can dictate the fight, right? They have the engage. TS have the Kale, which still isn't strong yet, but
they still want to start the engage. They've pulled in one member. Here comes Call the Forge God. Is he still available? But no. Kane secures it, and that means for JDG, they're stuck in the pit. The range advantage. Top Esports give the Kale another kill. And 369 now with his second. They don't care about the Dragon. They've found something great as Yuyan Jia looks for Kanavi, but Kanavi managed to slither away.
And after the fact that TS had opted for that Dragon fight, I'd imagine that they would have opted for this Rift Herald as well, saying, hey, we don't care, our comp. We've even talked about how all the ways it has of countering what JDG want to do, but instead saying, hey, this Herald doesn't matter. What's more important is just continuing to get gold onto 369.
And he gets the turret solo as well. Notice our next objective we look towards is that Infernal. JDG have already started stacking up as we're stacking mid kills here. Onto Yagao. Jackula walks on, flashes over the wall. And Yagao goes
coming in from the other side to cut him off as well. So the thing I love about Kaisa, going back to Jackie Love, is it's such a playmaking AD carry coming out with your ultimate, so it really allows for these big highlight moments. And if you are a very confident, experienced player like Jackie Love is, we can expect to see a lot.
It suits his style of players. Kanavi might be caught out here. No ultimate available. Depth charge used.
You might look at JDG's comp and say, hey, this should outscale quite well. It's Ornn, it's Kane, and it's Aphelios, but I don't feel like they'll ever be able to
set up,
take over.
JDG might be caught out. Glacial Path is there. Knight locks down Lumao. Box down Golden as well, but top Esports are engaging. There's a nice death sentence. It's Call the Forge God for the re-engage, but the Divine Judgment keeps Knight alive as he's locked in place. It might not matter because out comes Yuyan Jia from the side, and that pierce down with the Glacial Tomb is the doom here for Loken. As now the rest of the team needs to get out of there. Top Esports is the flash over the wall from 369, and this Kale is humongous. 4-0-3, and top Esports are cleaning up JDG.
And top Esports, We've talked so many times about all the tools that TS's composition has to stop what JDG want to do.
And that was the first time we kind of saw them come together, but it was even one after one. A mid laner, but who is, the better team, first or second? Better top laner comes into it as well, and for 369 and Zoom, they're fighting over it as the mid turret going to be engaged on here. Yuyan Jia, golden in the nick of time, thanks to Call the Forge God. We're going to run through, and JDG may have found the pick, but the support gets out, flashes through. Yuyan Jia.
Competitive to start the week off.
Oh, no. Definitely not a good sign. As Top Esports pick up another turret. JDG picked up one before. It was their second turret of the game. Top Esports their third. Dragon in 3. Baron in 30 seconds. And Top Esports say, let's go on to Loken, who might not be caught out, might be starting the engage. Jackie Love ults, but he's dead. Big shutdown over to Loken, and JDG might have found their window as it's a double kill, but getting traded off by Knight is not a good sign to return. Kanavi comes in as well, but for Top Esports, they've got their Kale. He's on to Zoom, hitting away. Yagao dies to him as well. Another double. My lord, of JDG in trouble.
Still starting off this fight with Loken Logan is not this player we know as a superstar AD carry who's going to have the confidence to go for these plays, but he did. It looked beautiful. Was able to pick up a 3-for-3, which when you're behind, I'll say is pretty good to trade. Still, like you said, 2 more kills for the Kaisa, but we had it backwards the whole time.
And hey, Baron's being started here. JDG are going to know what's going on, but the damage that's coming out from this Kale Kaisa duo is so much as Kanavi trying to walk on in. He gets knocked on up and deleted by Jackulov. Top Esports have a numbers advantage, so they turn for the fight as the Kale ulti locked on down on tonight. He survives at full health. A double this time for Jackulov. 369 picks up the Baron.
6-0 Kale. These fights are going to be one-sided for the game to come. Still 6-0 Kale, 6-0-5 right now, on his way to a 3rd item, and we probably won't even get there. They should be able to push down this inhibitor turret and the inhibitor with ease.
But it felt like if JDG were going to have one moment in front of the Baron, that would be it. As Top Esports are running forward, and they could just end the game here in 22 minutes. Lumao gets low, forward they go, and that's a nice call the Forge got, and a double knock-up from Zoom. The defense strong, but Caster survives for so damn long. And remember, the most fed member in 369 is not there yet. Is Kanavi? Yeah, that was probably not the play, as Top Esports take him down, and at least JDG survived.
That definitely was not the play.
So this is the GG go next, huh?
They need TS to walk into them, like one after the other. But actually, at this point, even last year, where I feel like he was the best jungler in the world, it feels like we're seeing that Karsa once again.
The one who played so well beside Uzi, but also, more importantly, the one who has so many titles to his names as Zoom is absolutely, use your own word here, as 369 is not the one to pick up the kill. Knight gets some of his own.
I do want to say this: there was no high society coming out this game.
No, the high society is the level 16 Kale, which, if you didn't think the game was over before then, it sure is now. 16 kills to 5, and this is the deathbed of JDG for game 1.
Not much more to say.
Knight's going to ult on in. Well, Jackulov's going to kill him, and everyone falls to the wayside as Jackulov now gets some kills of his own. This was a stomp by Top Esports. It wasn't slow and steady wins the race. It was who can get the most kills. And in the end, it is 369ers onto the Nexus. They'll go to the fountain for the dive. It's a nice death sentence, but really for JDG in game 1, it was their death first.
You know, I feel like the pre-video to the match was all just debate. 369 is quite nicely against what TSF picked up. I don't see really a better option, but...
So how does it come together? Because you just talked to me about Top Esports. As you said, Dragon not going to be contested, just taken away.
This comp does actually fit the way JDG like to play, where they're a lot more about playing around, taking enemy jungle. JDG not even going to opt into a trade.
Knight has Shockwave as well, no Tempered Fate as you just saw on your screen. Kanavi walking up. As here comes Sion. Unstoppable Onslaught makes a weird sound on that skin. As there it is, taken away, and yep, Kanavi 2015 is. Chana Crystal Arrow, hits Knight, but can Yagao get in there to shuffle in? Yes, he can. Backs against the wall. As now versus 3, the Shockwave great, but the Ignite not enough. That was gorgeous from Loken.
Proactive tools being used by JDG is what we want to see. They have the Bard, they have the Ashe. Using this Ashe beautifully hasn't been meta for a long time, but back in 2017 when it was a staple, this is how it was played. Pretty much using arrow off cooldown. That's what someone like Prey was famous for, right? Creating these picks around the map.
Prey, one of the best Ashes in the world. As JDG just sets off their momentum as the turret's going to go down, and now Caster's in the middle of it, just dead. Zoom with a nice engage, and JDG with a nice early game.
Take dragons and constantly invade Karsa's jungle.
It might be slow on the scoreboard, but that's what JDG love. In the regular season, we saw be the most controlled team as the engage comes through, and Jackulov's over the wall. They might have stepped a bit too far forward. The Tempered Fate doesn't land, and Kanavi's dead. Remember, Jackulov's going to have the Arcane Shift. Instead, flashes and gets Lumao. A double kill with Loken on the horizon.
Yep.
That was the only time he got out of lane, so at least he used the time well there, as Ocean is going to go down. But Knight over the wall, not in range. But Top Esports are grouping here, Lyric. I'm not sure what Jackulov and Yu Yanjia can do versus 4.
But at the same, they're going to be able to secure this turret. So, going to be 1 to 2 in turrets.
Issues are rising, huh? Top Esports are just finding these moments to catch JDG out. Gold lead still at 2. But Jackulov's sitting on a mountain of gold. And the rest of the map's doing okay. As a steal for blue buff not going to come through. Knight actually finds it. Zoom's committed forward. Shockwave is available, but Knight just needs to use it, brings him back, and picks up a kill. What is JDG doing, Lyric? Because they're
for him and Yagao to invade and take that blue buff. But still, Karsa had already recalled on the bottom half of the map. Kanavi was nowhere close, so setting up this whole chain of events, which is still going.
It's still rolling in this top side. Red buff for the steal, not going to be taken as he engages here. Chanakris Lara only hits the tank though. They kite back and Jakilov is still alive. The Tempered Fate hits him, but enough damage has been done as the Shockwave doesn't come through before Night dies. So for JDG, an opportunity arises if they can kill Jakilov and Yu Yanja. The answer no for now as they take the magical journey on top of Yagao. Poke continues to come through, and this dude won World for a reason. Watch him go forward with a triple kill, turning into the potential of a penta. Chase is still there, and Lyric, you know that Lumao's going to die.
He's going to die because this is Ezreal Yumi. I don't know. I don't know any other way to say this. It's Ezreal Yumi. This is what it does.
You said it well. Auto attack. Hang on. Wait. Quadra kill. Unofficial quadra kill. He's got 7 kills.
Why does that excite you?
Yagao TP'd in to kill Knight.
Knight is dead.
Yeah, he should be dead. Nice Emperor's Divide. And, yep, down he goes. Okay.
I feel like that was my play. They do hit Jakilov, chain that into a
It did in that last fight, but you need even more than that.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. They're
exactly. You don't even finish sentence. Chain that into a Cyclone, which they weren't able to do.
True.
And then, you know, really burst him out from the start.
There's no fishing around Baron. As pings are going down for Ocean, Baron's going to go down. Knight is going to try and steal this. And at this point,
he's going to do it.
He's going to go into the brush.
I believe it.
Will they see him pop into the brush? I don't know. Baron's going to go down. And True Shot Barrage. That would have added a bit too much for JDG's buff.
Nine does have TP, so he can try to get that bottom wave going, but...
Yagao has no mana. Sun Turret is not going to save him.
Yep,
as Yumi's on top of Karsa, Jakilov's going to take this up, but he doesn't need the cat as he gets locked down. That's a good chain of events, but where's Yagao? Well, no mana. Yu Yanja picks up a well-deserved kill. Yumi is balanced, ladies and gentlemen, and 3 items on Jakilov. He's now going to follow alongside us. Arcane Shift. Lumao says, get me out of here. He's dead as well. This game is over through the bottom. Yumi more often.
In the LPL, I'm not sure. We have 2 teams that actually prioritize Ezreal, I'd say, more than what other teams have shown, which is these 2.
Yep.
TS and JDG were our teams that said, hey, we care more about Ezreal. Team that cares about Ezreal Yumi.
And they've shown up big on 9 kills here for Jakilov. And JDG are grouping, but it's going to be hard to lock down. 369 is now unkillable. As one bit of poke, that's what it takes. Jakilov has the ultimate available. He's walking forward confidently. And even Yu Yanja has a needlessly large rod as True Shot Barrage goes through the minion wave instead. And Top Esports still with the rest of the Baron buff for 40 seconds of pushing forward. Good engage here from Zoom. The Enchantress arrow lands. Jakilov gets locked down with a nice Tempered Fate. Will that kill him? He arcane shifts away. He's kiting away. Now 5 members are here, but the problem is Jakilov is not dead. Top Esports send him into the mix as he's getting poked down, and finally he disrespects them enough to get slaughtered. It's a kill going over, and finally something for JDG.
I love that you ended with he disrespects them enough, right? Because had he not walked so far forward, he probably could have just kept throwing out damage from the back, and you know, who knows how the fight would have kept going if JDG decided to run in further, but still, we celebrate the wins when we can take them.
We do.
And JDG won a team fight. They're still at Soul Point, so, you know, let's not be too negative for JDG, but...
I won't anymore, no. Take me through this.
Okay.
Where you can.
So TS are sieging. Notice that Knight is not here. So TS don't care. They opt into a numbers disadvantage fight. Karsa already going down because Logan's actually quite large at this point. And here's where it gets a bit dicey. TS decides to re-engage. Knight flashes in and sure kills Kanavi, but yeah, like you said, disrespect.
Just press D in the middle of 4 people, huh?
Let's go back about 2 minutes. TS's comp wants to group up as 5 with the Baron, pressure and inhibitor turret, so they don't give JDG those options. JDG do still have a ton of CC in their composition.
Very true.
And, you know, whether you hit it on the right targets or not doesn't matter too much if you do have a 5v4.
Because I said before, I said this game feels like it's done, right? No. I could not be more wrong if Top Esports do not play this out in the manner you described.
This is also why... Sure, if TS play perfectly when they have Baron, they could probably go with a 3 or 2 lane setup. But why even risk it when you know if you group as 5 in front of their inhibitor turret, they can engage onto you. You do have the siege potential to guarantee that inhibitor.
And when you have Jakilov is almost at 4 items here with Blade of the Ruin King incoming on top of that Death Stance. Had he survived the poke here from this Ezreal, Yagao's going to teleport in. JDG are grouping up to match. Ocean Soul 35 seconds away for them. They get that Ocean Soul, and this game comes back to a very winnable point as now JackieLove on top of Kanavi. True Shot Barrage doesn't tag him, but Kanavi poked down to half health, and JackieLove over the wall poking them back.
Yeah, this probably should just be... Actually, Zoom does have TP.
Here he comes.
They don't... I was going to say, they don't really have any good flank wards, which is pretty disappointing, but...
What do you think happens next? 369 absorbing a bit of damage here. He's stuck in the mid lane. He has the ultimate available.
Yeah.
But maybe they turn this around instead. JDG cornered around. Here comes 369 into the wall, locked down. The picked apart Zoom, who does get the Cyclone in the end. The ultimate misses though from Loken, and even the Bard tempered fade as JackieLove gets low, but not low enough. Healed up with Yuumi. JDG down their top laner. Top Esports have a numbers advantages. Yagao gets poked down as well. Can he make it through? Only just. They're going to lose that turret. They're going to lose the Dragon too.
I love how we just see 369 ignoring all the damage being done to him, just keeps walking forward.
Agent 007 doesn't care. Lumao flashes away. True Shot Barrage almost up. There it is. Down the line, ready to be fired, but they don't care. They've got themselves an inhibitor turret.
Yeah, they're going to get an inhibitor as well as their first Ocean Drake, so at least going to keep JDG off of Soul.
Well, we're back to square one, huh?
We are back to square one.
They almost killed JackieLove. That was cool. That was
We're
close.
at the point where we're going to get some resets. I feel like JDG might try to threaten Baron, but then once TS get back on the map, they will for sure threaten Baron. They will just say, hey, JDG, walk into us, we will fight you.
JackieLove still hasn't reset though. And he's going to get spotted out here, but not the rest of top esports as Cast's to the left. And the rest of JDG in the brush. As you saw last fight, a nice True Shot Barrage. Loken missed the ulti. What happened because of it is now the engage comes through. 369 locked into a corner, but a nice tempered fate until Loken comes out of it to die. Yuanjia to pick up the kill, and 369 is so damn tanky. JackieLove's still in the backline, and Zoom gets the engage on him, but for JDG, they've got to deal with this full health Ezreal. A good trade, but 369 absorbs everything until Knight and JKL put in their 2 cents. A double going over tonight. Lumao caught out, and yep, square one with this game being over.
I love how we didn't even need any resets for Barons. We just get the game-deciding team fight. Can Kanavi hold it by himself?
No, he cannot.
I doubt it.
Yeah, thank you for the optimism, my friend. As JackieLove moves forward, this game's been all about him, but Yuanjia has contributed with Knight on top. And let's be honest here, Top Esports took down JDG in decisive fashion. A 24-minute game to start us off, a 29-minute to follow suit. This one goes in the basket in under an hour. Top Esports, your best LPL team, rising to form.
I love what you just said. We are just committing now. TS best team in the LPL. If they aren't, you have to prove us otherwise and take them down. They even showed they didn't even need